Good afternoon. This is the 5FM Radio News. The headlines. Pressure continues to mount on government to defer Constitutional Amendment Bill number 7 of 2025. CEJ awards grants ranging from 15,000 to 50,000 kwacha to boost community resilience in Sinazongwe. And U.S. judge blocks Trump's bid to ban Harvard from enrolling foreign students. This bulletin is live on our Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie, Banda. Pressure for the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 7 of 20 as stakeholders demand the withdrawal of the bill before of the House under the current National Assembly sitting. Measures of Justice and Democracy Foundation (MJDF), an organization advancing justice and democratic principles in Zambia, has joined cause to defer the consideration and possible enactment of Bill number 7 to a subsequent sitting of Parliament. Foundation Executive Director George Shonga says while his organization recognizes government's full mandate to enact laws, he is deeply concerned by the accelerated progression of Bill number 7 without adequate, inclusive, and transparent stakeholder engagement. Mr. Shonga, however, says this approach risks undermining both the legitimacy and long-term effectiveness of the proposed law. Mr. Shonga adds that a wider consultation remains crucial in the legislative process, warning that proceeding with Bill number 7 in its current form without these vital perspectives contradicts democratic values and ignores the principles of participatory governance. The organization therefore recommends for a national stakeholder consultation to gather meaningful input than mere sensitizations, regazetting of the bill after stakeholder input to ensure content that is cleaned up before taken to Parliament.
We are deeply concerned by the accelerated progression of Bill number 7 without adequate, inclusive, and transparent stakeholder engagement. This approach risks undermining both the legitimacy and long-term effects of the proposed law. Robust consultation is not optional, it is essential. The legislative process must incorporate the voices of all relevant stakeholders, including civil society organizations, church mother bodies, professional associations, traditional leaders, community representatives, and subject matter experts. Proceeding with Bill number 7 in its current form without these vital perspectives contradicts democratic values and ignores the principles of participatory governance. We therefore respectively recommend the following actions. 1. Immediate deferral of Bill number 7 to a future sitting of Parliament.
Zambia Police Service has announced that Woodlands Police Station through Bauleni Police Post today, Saturday, June 21, 2025 at 0710 hours, received a report from concerned members of the public regarding the unlawful discharge of a police officer. In a statement, Police Public Relations Officer Ray Hamonga says the report led to the apprehension of Constable Zuka of the paramilitary unit. It is alleged that he unlawfully discharged an AK-47 rifle in a public area within Bauleni compound. Mr. Hamonga states that the incident occurred around 0630 hours today. The officer was immediately disarmed and taken into custody, and the firearm has since been recovered and secured. The officer has since been moved to Woodlands Main Police Station, where he remains in custody and will be charged accordingly, and he is expected to appear in court soon. The Zambia Police Service strongly condemns any form of misconduct by its officers and reiterates its commitment to upholding the highest standards of professionalism, discipline, and accountability.
Woodlands Police Station through Bauleni Police Force today, 21st June 2025 at 0710 hours, received a report from concerned members of the public regarding the unlawful discharge of a firearm by a police officer. The report led to the apprehension of Constable Zuka of paramilitary unit. It is alleged that he unlawfully discharged an AK-47 rifle in a public place within Berlin compound. The incident occurred around 06:30 hours today. The officer was immediately disarmed and taken into custody, and the fireman AK-47 rifle has since been recovered and secured. The officer has since been moved to Woodlands Police Station, where he remains in custody and will be charged accordingly.
In an effort to address water challenges in Lilai Ward 4 of Chawama constituency, the Lusaka City Council LCC has drilled 2 commercial boreholes in the area. In December 2024, the council awarded the contract to PNR Drilling and Exploration Limited to execute the project at a cost of 366,000 kwacha funded by the Ward Development Fund. LCC Assistant Public Relations Manager Nyambe Bulumba says the initiative aims to alleviate water shortages that have significantly impacted the daily lives of residents in the area. Mr. Bulumba adds that one borehole has been equipped with a 10,000-liter to ensure continued access during power outages, while the other has been fitted with a hand pump for manual use. He indicated that this development directly addresses the needs of the community by reducing the long distances previously traveled to access clean water. Mr. Bulumba has since appealed to residents to safeguard the infrastructure against vandalism in order to prolong its lifespan and ensure continued benefit. In the meantime, the local authority reaffirms its commitment to delivering essential services, including water provision to the people of Lilai and the broader city of Lusaka.
In an effort to address water challenges in Ward 4 of Chawama constituency, the Lusaka City Council has drilled 2 boreholes in the area. In December last year, the council awarded the contract to PNR Drilling and Exploration Limited to undertake the project at a total cost of 366,374 kwacha, funded by the World Development Funds. This undertaking aims to alleviate water shortages that have negatively impacted the daily lives of residents in the area. One of the boreholes has been equipped with a 10,000-liter tank and solar panels to ensure continued access to the commodity during power outages, while the other one has been fitted with a hand pump for manual use.
The Center for Environment Justice CEJ has awarded grants to support Sinazongwe cooperatives and savings groups ranging from 15,000 to 50,000 kwacha. The savings groups received 15,000 kwacha and the cooperatives 50,000 kwacha. This came to light in Sinazongwe district of Southern Province during the Resilient Initiatives for Sustainable Environment RISE project grants award ceremony powered by Bread for the World Germany. CEJ Executive Director Maggie Mapalo Mwape emphasized the organization's commitment to fostering community-led solutions that promote sustainability and resilience. Ms. Mwape highlighted the importance of empowering rural communities to become drivers of environmental protection and economic empowerment. She applauded the awardees, 4 cooperatives and 3 savings groups for their innovation and perseverance in tackling environmental challenges. Ms. Mwape noted that the RISE project is not just about financial aid, but about building stronger, self-reliant communities.
For us, we want to see you thrive. We want to see you grow beyond this support. We have the CDF that you'll be able to access. There are other cooperating partners that are working in Sinazongwe that when they see that there is a group that is doing well, they will go to government to say, we have a fund. Do you know groups that are into this and this? If you are doing well, they will definitely recommend you. So my emphasis is build the spirit of unity so that you can work together and successfully grow the cooperative that you have formed.
In the meantime, Sinazongwe District Administrative Officer Brian Sewelwa, speaking on behalf of District Commissioner Nchimunya Siagole, said the RISE project showcases the strength of collective action and community-driven solutions. He said the initiatives aligns with the national goals for inclusive growth and resource conservation. At the same function, Sinazongwe Town Council Advocate Brian Sombo, delivering a speech on behalf of the Council Secretary Sholwe Maunga, commended the cooperatives and savings groups for their inspiring work in promoting sustainable and community empowerment.
We urge that you continue working hard because empowerment programs are always there, be it from our partners and from government. And we should, of course, utilize government institutions like the Ministry of Social Welfare, community development, the local authority, so that at least, even if we are receiving such from our partners, CEJ, we also are into other empowerment programs that government is providing.
Earlier, Chieftainess Sinazongo emphasized that the grants are more than financial support as they symbolize belief in a shared future rooted in unity, heritage, and responsible land stewardship. She encouraged the awardees to continue inspiring change and called on all stakeholders to work together in nurturing a stronger, greener Sinazongwe.
Today's awards are more than just the financial support. They are a recognition of your dedication to build a thriving, sustainable future for our children and generations to come. I am deeply moved by your commitment to working together, uplifting one another, and preserving the beauty and bounty of our land.
Lusaka-based economist Kelvin Sanga says the United States government's decision to shift its engagements with Africa from aid focus to trade repositions Zambia within a broader scope of global partnerships and sets the country on a path towards dignity, self-reliance, and sustainable growth. In the meantime, Mr. Tsanga has hailed the United States government's decision to shift its engagements with Africa from aid focused to trade, describing the development as a new strategic economic diplomacy. Mr. Tsanga has observed that Africa has for too long relied on US aid, which he said has so far triggered a culture of dependency. Mr. Tsanga is optimistic that a trade based relationship has the potential to unlock Africa's fiscal potential.
So, in summary, what I should be able to say is that the US is actively transitioning African engagement, shifting away from traditional aid toward a trade and investment first approach, meaning the policy situation now is strongly backed by the tools to finance, the tools to create diplomatic incentives through commercial undertaking, and also ensuring that the ultimate impact should be bearable, which can also be concessional aspect or renewal aspect of AGOA, where we are able to see that we need to interplay the commercial aspect and balancing up the humanitarian needs.
And in other news trending this afternoon, a renowned traditional herbalist, Roswell Vongo, says the decision by the family of the late 60th President Edgar Chagwa Lungu to bury him in South Africa has put the government in an awkward position following the preparation of his grave at the presidential burial site in Lusaka. Governance activist Davis Mwashilupindula says the fight against corruption in the country has not been effective in the first half of the year. And in foreign news, a federal judge in the United States has blocked President Donald Trump's bid to block Harvard from enrolling foreign students, delivering the prestigious university another victory as it challenges multiple government sanctions amid a battle with the White House. Friday's order by District Judge Alison Burroughs in Boston preserves Harvard's ability to host international students while a lawsuit filed by the Ivy League school plays out in the courts. Burroughs, however, added that the federal government still had the authority to review admission policies through normal processes outlined. Harvard found itself embroiled in a polarizing debate about academic freedom and the right to protest against Israel's ongoing genocide in Gaza, as its pro-Palestine students demanded full disclosure of the country's oldest and wealthiest universities' investment in companies linked to Israel and investment from those companies. Trump and his allies claim that Harvard and other US universities that saw similar protests are uncountable bastions of liberal, anti conservative bias and anti Semitism. And in sports news, German giants Bayern Munich beat Argentina's Boca Juniors 2-1 to seal progress at FIFA Club World Cup. Michael Olise's 84th minute goal was enough to give Bayern Munich a 2-1 win over Boca Juniors in Miami Gardens as the reigning German champions clinched a spot in the knockout phase of the Club World Cup. After a scramble in the penalty area, Harry Kane sent the ball back to Olise, who blasted a shot into the bottom left corner of the net. And the weather report: eastern, Muchinga, and northern provinces, including the eastern parts of central and Lusaka provinces, mainly sunny, windy at times, and mild to warm. Minimum temperature is ranging from 7 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius. And this afternoon, it's partly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm to hot. Maximum temperature is ranging from 25 degrees to 28 degrees Celsius. Northern, Luapula, Copperbelt, western, and southern provinces, including the western parts of central and Lusaka provinces, mainly with few clouds, slightly windy, and warm to hot. Maximum temperature is ranging from 26 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. Pressure continues to mount on government to defer the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 7 of 2025 to the next parliamentary sitting, as stakeholders demand the withdrawal of the bill before it is presented on the floor of the House under the current National Assembly sitting. The Center for Environment Justice (CEJ) has awarded grants to support Sinazongo cooperatives and savings groups ranging from 15,000 kwacha to 50,000 kwacha. And finally, a federal judge in the United States has blocked President Donald Trump's bid to block Harvard from enrolling foreign students, delivering the prestigious university another victory as it challenges government sanctions amid a battle with the White House. For more news, follow us on Facebook and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Banda. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.